Hey guys, Stephanie here with Empower Physical Therapy, and today we have Zach, who's one of my past patients. Well, still patient, almost done with everything. But I really wanted him to come on so he could really kind of share his story, because I know stories really impact people and really can give people hope that there is something out there to help, with whatever pain you have. And Zach came in with some back pain, and I'd love for him to just kind of share a little bit about like how long. Were you hurting? What did you try? What were some of your fears? Let's start with some of those.
So I'll tell you a little bit about my back pain. So professionally, I am a chef and an event planner. So I'm on my feet like all the time. I'm sitting right now for the only time today. But my back pain started when I was very, very young. When I was about 7 or 8 years old, I was a competitive swimmer, and coming home from swim practice one day, what I now know, obviously didn't then, but my rhomboid froze up. And in that process, there was a giant fear created around back and excessive back usage and all of these things. But additionally, I was like, there was a constant problem. Now, when I was little, it wasn't always there. It really wasn't until I became an adult that I started really, start having more problems with it. So literally, I'm 51, so it's been 40 plus years of back pain that I have experienced on and off. And when I came to see Steph, it was amazing. The first consultation, she really got clear about what was going on and why and all of that. And magician, I'm just telling you.
What have you tried before in the past?
Everything.
Yeah.
You name it, I've done everything. Yoga, Pilates, which both really help a lot, I have to say, but it never solved the problem.
Yeah.
Like I could manage it, but I couldn't solve it. And like I can't even tell you how many when I discovered chiropractic when I was in my early 20s, I was like, okay, now this is the way I'm going to go. And it was, but 500 chiropractic appointments later, and I still there's still a fear around. There was still a fear around it, and I wanted to be able to self-manage it in a way, and obviously I can't, crack my own back or my own neck in the same way. So this gave me the tools to really take that on personally. I travel a tremendous amount, so it's really important when I'm on the road that I can literally be in a hotel room and just bang. And now I've got my little tricks and my little elastic
sleeve.
Yeah, I got all my tricks to work on, and literally instantaneously I can be in the middle. Like if we live part-time in Mexico City, and we walk a lot, and literally I will be in a bathroom, like in a restroom, doing my stretches, and someone walks in, I'm like, don't ask, but it makes a huge difference, because in the middle of the day I can kind of reset my body, and it's awesome. I love that.
Well, and I love Pilates and I love yoga. And the reason why that it helps to a point, but it doesn't really help you fully, is because you're moving in all these different directions, and it's kind of hitting a little bit of everything, but it's not really pinpointing what's going on with you. And then there's other pieces like, what is it that you're doing throughout the day that might be creating some of the problems, and bringing awareness around that so that you understand where that's coming from. And then what can you do? Like, what are the tools and tricks that you can do to help get you resolution? And that's really what a lot of people don't do. And it does. Like, once we know, I don't care what body part it is, once we know what's going on with you, then there's those 2 or 3 things that you just need to maintain and keep up with, and you're golden.
Yep, for sure.
So what were some of your fears with back pain? I mean, I only can imagine, because typically when people, have this kind of condition, it's like, oh God, here it goes again. I'm probably gonna have to have surgery. I'm gonna be dealing with this for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be crippled. I'm only 50. I mean, we just start spiraling down. What were some of your fears?
All the ones you just mentioned, in addition to, there's a constant, the first time I really, really threw out my back to the point where I had to be horizontal for days and days and days and days and days. I was picking up a napkin off the floor. It wasn't like I was lifting or moving or doing it. It was the dumbest thing. And my assistant at the time looked at me and she's like, I know what you just did because your face just went, and it was horrendous. So I guess implanting of that fear has caused me frequently to be more restrictive in my own actions, like exercise, and then you gain weight. Well, I've gained weight. And then, so then the weight gain then makes you, more susceptible to problems. And, so there's a whole, it's like, it just keeps piling on top of each other. So I guess it's just the fear of doing normal things. And when is it going to go out? Where is it going to go out? Yeah. And I haven't had that. I mean, we've been working together for a few months now, and like literally I'll do anything. And if I get a twinge, I'm like, okay, we're going to go fix that right now. Yep. And I'll stop what I'm doing. I'll go and I'll fix it. I'll do my little slidey slides or my, or exactly. Whatever. And, it gives me a lot more confidence. I'm back doing more yoga. I'm back using my bike. There's things that I was not doing for the longest time that I'm really able to do again, which is really great. And without any fear.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
Not no fear, a lot less fear.
Well, it's and the longer that you're able to keep it away and you are in control of it. It's not in control of you anymore. You are in control of it because you have the tools to help it. Then that fear starts getting less and less and less and less because you know that, oh, okay, I know what to do. Yeah. And often, it's really common where someone bends over for the first time to do something, not even picking anything heavy up. It's common because we live in the world where we are always bending and flexing. And that's just the last straw that literally broke the camel's back.
Yes,
but sure. Because it's not that was the only thing that you did. It was the accumulation of things over the years that's creating it. And we have to offset that and know what that is for you and for anyone else.
Yep, exactly.
So did you ever think that you could get to feeling like this good?
No. Yeah. No, there's really no question. I really do not. And I'm still in process, right? Like, so I'll still have days where I'm like, oh, my hips hurt or whatever, but I now know what to do. And that gives me immense, it's an invaluable investment. I mean, I want to walk, I want to move, I want to do things, Absolutely. So it's important that I have that.
And the longer, I mean, this has been a 2-month journey. So you were getting noticeable differences from visit to visit to visit. And we were always adjusting something and looking at something else to get it to move, those kind of things, and giving you the tools for the week. This is what we want you to work on. But as you keep up with this stuff and as the longer it goes, the less you're going to start noticing those things pop up. The more that you're going to be able to do without it kind of popping up, because there's a healing component to it. I mean, this has been going on off and on for years and years and years. And so there is that healing component to it, but you'll notice the longer that you stick with it, the better it's going to feel. And the less often you'll actually forget to do your exercises. It will happen. And you'll notice that it didn't make a difference. Now, if you forget to do them in a week right now, you probably notice a difference, but as time goes on, and you'll be just like me and my other patients, you'll forget to do it because you feel so good until one day it's like, oh my gosh, I have a little bit of tightness, but then you'll know, you just go right back to your exercises and you can knock it out. And that's huge mentally.
Yeah. And it really, it's been an investment in my education on like how I work, how my body works. Yeah. Not just random YouTube-ness, but I did find you off of random YouTube-ness. So,
so it works.
Yes, it does work.
To the person that can actually help you. I mean, that's the thing, you can go in and watch videos of things and get some understanding, but it's like we're a coach, essentially. We're a coach of your body to understand your body and put it all together for you. Just like a coach does for a team, or a business coach does for a business. They can't see, we're so invested in it. We can't see, and not the experts in it. We can't see where the problems are. And when you go to someone that does understand, then we're able to give you that awareness.
Yep, for sure.
So what would you tell someone who is on the fence about coming into our office?
Get off the fence. I mean, seriously, right? Like, just the fence is not a comfortable place to be sitting, first of all. Second of all, just get in action. Like, yes, it's an investment, but it is an investment in your wellness, physical and mental.
Yes.
And depending on what you do, if I'm out for a week, that costs me what I've spent you
Oh,
know,
absolutely.
on stuff and empower. But and so just get off the fence. It's just really that simple. Like just do it. If you have gotten to the point that you need staff, go see her.
Yeah. Well, and I always tell people they'll end up spending more money going to all these other places, trying all these other things, not to mention the time wasted and the time away from work because you're hurting, or the time not having enjoying, like going out and riding a bike, going and doing and exercising, going in and having fun with friends because you're fearful that something may go wrong. Like there's that value as well. And when you can kind of get your life back and know what you can do, I mean, it's worth it. It's worth every penny.
Worth every penny. And now I get to go to a massage therapist when I want to, and just to get smushed, not to like have to be functional. Like it's just great.
That's way more fun to do a massage that way.
It is not medically necessary.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Cause I know your story is going to really help other people out there that, are in the same situation. Cause we see people like you all the time, and people that have tried everything and nothing's worked, but it really has worked here. And if it hasn't, we're able to get people to the right place to really figure out like the source of what it is. And that's the goal. Our goal is to find the source, and the source there can be emotional issues that people have, that's where some of their pains come in. There can be autoimmune type stuff. So there's other things beyond mechanical that we can really help people with, but it's really helping navigate you through that whole process and getting you to the right place if we can. So
yeah, for
thank you
sure.
so much.